Hello to the gamers. Hello. Hang on. Dude, I started my stream. I got a burp immediately. You are gross. What the hell? Can I tell you a funny me story? 2 days ago, I got recognized by the clerk at the grocery store. I told you. Um, which is fine. It's better than fine. It's always very flattering. Um, so I got recognized by the clerk at the grocery store. They said, "Whoa, are you northernlion?" I said, "I am." He said, "I knew you lived in Vancouver." And I said, "That's true." And then we took a photo and I said, "Thank you for your service." And that's all good. But then yesterday, I went back to the grocery store. I lined up and I had a different clerk. So I checked out. And then as I was walking out, I saw the dude who recognized me, but he didn't look in my direction. So I was like looking directly at him because I don't want him to think that I am ignoring him. I have no problem if I make eye contact with him every time at the grocery store. I'll say, "How's it going, brother? What's up?" I don't want him to think that I'm being antisocial. But instead, he was kind of looking in another direction that vaguely I was like in his field of view, but he didn't acknowledge me. So I feel like I was the weirdo that was like hard staring at the grocery store clerk, and I didn't get like a nod of recognizance in the opposite direction. Like I became parasocial. I know, just by trying to be a nice guy. Larry, why are you staring at the clerk? I'm not staring at the clerk. He knew me. He knew me from Seinfeld. He knew me from Seinfeld. What are you talking about, Larry? He's like 19 years old. He doesn't know your old ass from Seinfeld, you bald prick. You fucking pervert. You keeping the Peloton streak going during the move? I took 3 days off while moving. I assure you I would have rather been on the exercise bike. But then for the last 6 days, I've been going strong. Today, 30-minute Callie Gullickson upper body weight exercises. 20-minute Emma Lovewell core. 30-minute Cody Rigsby pop ride. It was predominantly divas from the 70s to 90s. Mariah Carey, Donna Summer, Diana Ross, Whitney Houston. 216 watt average for a total kilojoule output of 390 something. I would say that's got to be like a top 10 to top 12 ride of all time for me. Who's your favorite London instructors? Ooh. Sam Yo, #1 with the bullet, a loaded god complex, cock it and pull it. Hannah Frankson, I like her attitude. Bradley Rose, good track lists. And then Ben Aldis, I go through phases. I don't think that Ben Aldis is I feel like he's like a robot. Like, and I mean this not necessarily in a bad way, but he says exactly the same things at exactly the same times in every single ride, but his programming is great. And my output always goes like crazy when I'm in a Ben Aldis class. But I feel like I know nothing about him as a human being, which is totally fine. Dennis Morden? Well, they were asking about London. If we're asking about New York, I mean, come on. You got Dennis Morden, Emma Lovewell. There's more. Cody Rigsby. One of my favorite, if you're ever on a Cody Rigsby ride, you will see someone with the hashtag straight guys for Cody. And it just always, maybe I'm looking too much into it, but it always makes me laugh. Because Cody Rigsby is gay. But like, why do you need to put a hashtag that's like straight guys for Cody? Like, shouldn't that be like the default? You don't have to be gay to take a cycling class from like a gay instructor. And you're not like some super ally just because you're like, you know what? Like, I may be straight, but I'm not afraid to take a cycling class from a gay man. Like, it's just, what's the problem? I don't understand. It's just weird to me every time I pass someone and their hashtag is like straight guys for Cody. It's like, I just don't understand like what you're trying to say. I think you're reading into it. Well, I think they want me to read into it. Dan looked at your old Isaac videos for password game, found one that ended with "see you tomorrow if I don't blow my brains out," and then immediately went to look for small ant videos instead. Oh man, that is great. I will never put the straight guys for Cody hashtag in because I feel like it's kind of insulting to Cody. And I'm not just doing the straightest Cody Rigsby rides. In the last 2 weeks, I've done the 30-minute Pride Madonna live DJ ride 2 times. And that one is not just Madonna songs, it's Madonna club remixes, okay? So you want to talk about being an ally, I let my pedaling do the talking, okay? Also, some of those Madonna tracks go crazy. Ray of Light, Express Yourself. I mean, everyone knows the classics. I feel like I'm finally coming around to Confessions on the Dance Floor, or whatever the album is called, that when I was pitchfork pilled in 2005, I was like, this shit is garbage. But now I'm like, time really does go by so slowly. Done the Colleen Ballinger ukulele ride? No, but I did, I finally removed Miranda Sings Gangnam Style from my favorite videos. Fine, you guys shame me for that one. Just because it's like super racist and also really, really bad on top of that. Fine, you win. Can you believe Taylor Swift changed a lyric in her re-release? Did you see the tweet? The quote tweet of Taylor Swift dancing that said she danced like the girls in Vice City? Not the nicest tweet of all time, but also when I saw her dancing, I was like, she really do be dancing like the girls in Vice City. That was the quote tweet, yeah, that she outdanced Michael Jackson. Listen, no disrespect to Taylor Swift at all. At all. But it's not that Taylor Swift is outdancing Michael Jackson. Nobody's outdancing Michael Jackson. We could have a conversation about maybe Usher getting into the same ecosystem for 10 minutes in the mid-2000s. But come on. You ever see the Michael Jackson rehearsal video where he ad-libs firing somebody because something didn't work during the rehearsal? And he's like, gonna lose your job. Somebody's gonna lose their job. Not gonna be. Job's gone. That's it. Jobs, hang on. Microsoft Edge. Jobs gone, Michael Jackson. The music director, Brad, was supposed to end the song, but didn't. Gets me every time. Can you imagine being fired by Michael Jackson like that? Oh man. Probably the best way to get fired. I can't even imagine, man. I literally don't know how I would feel, I guess is all I'm trying to say. Job's gone, job's gone. Hey, listen, you motherfuckers, what happened? 9 a.m. starts? You motherfuckers are like, why are you starting at 10 a.m. every day? You don't even watch the stream. Every single day for the past 5 days, I've been like, I have to commute to the stream. My daughter starts daycare at 9:30, so we got to drop her off at daycare at 9:30. Then we got to get our ass over here until our desks get delivered on Monday or Tuesday next week. So that's what happens. Same motherfuckers who are like, I watch the stream every day. What happened to the casino? Oh, really? You watch every day? Well, the casino got yeeted 6 months ago, you fucking liar. Stream's gone. Stream's gone. Brad, what are you gonna do? A stream's gone. Oh, I'm just being genuine with you. I don't know what I would feel like if I got fired that way. I guess I'd rather be fired like that than be fired like by coming into the office on a Friday and then like my boss sending me an email like 45 minutes before lunch that's like come into my office. And then I come into I already know what's going to happen. And then he's like, don't bother coming to the team building lunch. And then I got to pack up my desk. I would rather have him send me an email that says, job's gone, job's gone. What are you going to do? Get walked out of the building. Like Stanley Tucci at the start of Margin Call when that motherfucker was right the whole time. They were trading. They said that Stanley. Listen, I don't even want to get in. Don't get me started talking about 2008 again. Okay, just drives me crazy. Great film. Great film. Slash markers. So true. Great film. What film are we talking about? Oh, it stars Stanley Tucci, Jeremy Irons, Zachary Quinto, Paul Bettany, Penn Badgley. Is it Penn Badgley or the other guy from Gossip Girl? I'm deliberately avoiding the fact that it has Kevin Spacey in it. But yes, it is. Oh, Demi Moore, so true. It is Penn Badgley. It's called Margin Call. I would highly suggest watching it. It's boring, and that's what makes it so good. This shit is pissing me off. Sorry, it was like 2 minutes into the video. Demonetized. Son of a... It's not demonetized. It's not demonetized. The ads are just limited. Limited to 0 because nobody's advertising for adult products on YouTube gaming videos. Thanks a lot. Oh, because some people can't handle the F word. It's literally something that everybody says in their own house. Oh, just go ahead and say it. If you don't have kids and you live with another adult that's like your age and you don't swear, you are the weird ones. The swearers are not the weird ones. If you're 26 and your spouse is 26 and you're like, I had a freaking crap day at work today, honey, then you're the weirdo, okay? The people who are like, I had a shit day at work, it was fucked up, those are normal people. I already know if you said, I had a fricktacular day, oh, the suckage was out of control, you're wearing khakis with like a Old Navy belt that you got, and then you got a white button-up shirt tucked in and short sleeves. I know you got a short sleeve button-up tucked into the khakis, okay? So don't tell me that the F word is unmonetizable. Anyway, I'm procrastinating. So I don't know, like, what country makes $204,000 of plastic housewares every year. So we're going to play this one, like, geographically styled. I would like to congratulate Dan for completing the password game. It's quite the ordeal. If you're watching the dulls, either on Twitch or on YouTube, and you didn't see me play the password game, you might not understand. The password game is quite the... it's a Herculean task. I would definitely recommend it. Maybe you've been procrastinating on the VOD because it's 3 hours long, but I'm telling you, it's worth watching. It's worth putting on in the background. It is probably an island or a very small region on a coast, but probably an island just because islands tend to be smaller than coastal countries. You can run the fact check on that. I'm pretty sure it's true. I bet we're in the South Pacific. I'm just going to say it's Kiribati, and we'll start from there. Oh, no. How can something be 11,000 kilometers south of Kiribati? Isn't that like around the North Pole? The only place in Europe that makes sense is the Faroe Islands, but those are administered by like Denmark, right? Or Norway? $11 million is like such a small amount of exports for a whole nation. I gotta think. Like, there's no way it's not gonna be Liechtenstein. A, it's landlocked. B, like Liechtenstein's at least gonna cross a billy. It's actually worse than if it was just in the South Pacific. It's almost the entire world away. Is Kiribati in the South Pacific? Could this be in like the like the Caribbean, kind of? This may be an idiotic guess, but I'm gonna guess Dominica and just at least get like a, oh no. It's the South Pole. It's Antarctica. Antarctica. Oh, I'm just going to be real with you. I don't even know where Netherlands or Antilles is, which makes me think that this could be... No, all right. Apparently, it's right next to Dominica. I don't even... This is the first time in Tradle that I'm like, this is another planet. Like, this doesn't exist on the Earth. Is it Madagascar? It's not Madagascar. French Southern Territories? That's France! It literally says French in the title. That doesn't seem fair. Or maybe, I should always be happy that we lose a Tradle because it teaches you something about the world. Like now I know that it's Wallace and Futuna. That's literally Antarctica? Okay, I feel better. I feel better because I at least said Antarctica. But technically Antarctica is a continent that it's not administrated as like one distinct entity. Norway's also like, we got a claim on it, and freaking like America's like us too. Doesn't even make any sense. Hey, what do you mean it doesn't make any sense? We made McMurdo Station. It's a joint effort internationally. You piece. Just because Kurt Russell was there in The Thing doesn't mean it belongs to America. 2,000 kilometers? Would I be insane to say Sri Lanka? That's even warmer, but it's still 1,600 kilometers. How about a Bangladesh? How about a Nepal? Oh, okay. How about a Thailand? Oh, how about Myanmar? Hey, okay. Absolutely no disrespect to Myanmar, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about? That's my entire understanding of all of my knowledge of Myanmar is the lady doing aerobics while the government military coup happens in the background of her video feed. But she is fucking killing it, by the way. Universal 61 milli week 2, starring Amy Schumer. This will be Trainwreck. I went to bat for this movie because I always like to see a comedy that has 90% plus on Rotten Tomatoes. I watched the first 3 minutes of it on an airplane and just said I can't do it. And I watched all of Bros on an airplane, okay? But I just, the opening of this movie, oh my God. I can't do the Amy Schumer voice. I'm sorry, I can't do it. No disrespect, Bill Hader. Anyway, I turned it off because I was like, this is just fucking, it's just offensive, but not in a funny way. I'm not doing the voice. And The Weinstein Company, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. 2015, could be Nightcrawler. Not a movie you'd expect to crush it at the box office. Cult classic afterwards. Could be End of Watch. Give me a tagline. Believe in hope. Yeah, I have no idea. Actor 2, Rachel McAdams. No clue. Give me reveal all hints. Billy the Great Hope, the reigning junior middleweight boxing champion, when tragedy strikes, Billy hits rock bottom. Sounds like a country music song. He soon finds an unlikely savior in Tick Willis, a former fighter. When his future is on the line, Hope fights to reclaim the trust of those he loves most. I do not know it. That is Southpaw. I know The Fighter. I'm familiar with The Fighter. Pretty good movie. Well, sorry, it was produced by the Weinstein Company, so you're canceled. I would say this is a week at the multiplex where you can definitely skip. For me personally, I don't think, I like Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man is fun, but I think otherwise you could probably, if you're watching this as a time traveler somehow and you're it's July 24th, 2015, stay home. Just stay home. You don't need to see any of this stuff. I'm sure 2015, go eat at a restaurant, you know? Why? You'll understand in a few years. In a few years, you'll be like, I'm glad he told me to eat at a restaurant. Scroll me, right there. Paul Rudd. Now, what am I doing with Paul Rudd here? I'm getting to This Is 40, that's right. Which then takes me to Melissa McCarthy, which then takes me to The Little Mermaid 2023. Not the shortest possible path, but I got there. And I got there with no resources. You've probably got a fucking Tubi account if you knew that both Haley Steinfeld and Aquafina were in Between Two Ferns, the movie. Your ass has a platinum subscription to CISO, okay? Fair enough? I don't. Did you ever see the tweet? I don't know anything about Aquafina. I don't know if I've ever seen her in anything. She's in Shang-Chi for a little bit, right? Or maybe like the whole movie? Did you see the tweet? And the start of the tweet is Aquafina's grandma, and then it's a bunch of Hangul that translates to "please stop saying things that embarrass our family." And then the next quote is Aquafina. It's like, know what I'm talking about? Something like that. You ever see that one? That's a classic tweet. No, I've never seen that. Farewell's pretty good. I was gonna see well, okay, here's what the Farewell, my library, or not library, my story with the Farewell. One Saturday, pre-kid, Kate and I didn't know what to do. I said, hey, do you want to go to the movie theater and see this new movie called The Farewell? Apparently it's a beloved, heartfelt comedy that's also like a meditation on what it means to be Asian American while also, you know, paying homage to your ancestors that, you know, paved the way for you or whatever. And Kate was like, nah. And I said, okay. And I don't know what we did. Probably just went home, if I had to guess. I was in the mood to watch it, but then the mood was, it was taken from me. It's fine. You just want to chill. You can just chill. It's probably Persona 4, if I had to guess. I would say no. I would say this is Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake Eater? Nope. It's on the Xbox 360. I'd say this is Gears of War 2. So this is Gears of War 3. Halo Reach. Halo : Reach. Great game, one of my favorites. Just kidding. I was already playing Dark Souls by the time. Well, no, that was like a year late. Well, it was like, listen, I remember I came back from Korea and I brought my Xbox over to one of my friend's house. And I think this is where men, you have to choose a path. You don't know when it's happened until it's there 10 years in the past. But I chose a path that day. My friend said, do you want to play Halo Reach together? I said, nah, I've been playing this game called Dark Souls. I'm just going to plug into your Ethernet connection and do like invasions in Undead Parish. And he said, that's cool. He played a bunch of Halo Reach. I played a bunch of Dark Souls invasions. We had a great time, and I have not seen him since. Something changed that day, and we knew it. Also, like 3 months after that, I moved across the country, and then he had a kid. So like that's just, it's a pretty normal way for that to go, I think, but you can ascribe more meaning to it if you want. I chose the right path, he chose the wrong path. Not because of the kid, but because of the video games. Orcs Must Die. Cameo and the Power Elements. What was that one? The Bridge of Spirits. Kenna, the Bridge of Spirits? Fuck you, eat me. I'm the best of all time. Take me to Chrono Photo. What the hell? Is this famous? Is this motherfucker real? I feel like you are... This is like the real life Homer Simpson. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. Like, I feel like this guy is keeping a nuclear power plant online or something like that. This is the real Frank Grimes, exactly. Like, he's not just hitting the button now and then. Like, this dude is like, if these two bars touch, then, like, half of North America becomes completely irradiated. So I'm going to say this is like 1977. That's 1993. Okay, well, the real question is, how old is the camera? So I feel like the camera is from 1977. So I'm going to take 5,000 for that. Me in the theater when Gabe Newell announced the sex update for Team Fortress 2. I don't know this one. It looks like, to me, this looks like the 1950s. So I'm going to say it's 1958. Okay. Oh, brother. I've just been trying to think of something to say. I mean, he's literally pulling you in a stroller, man. What do you want me to say? This definitely is not a good look. I mean, this is a good look, and I hate to say it. This is kind of a good look. This is not a good, altogether not a good look. Either of the individuals separately. Great look as far as I'm concerned. I have no idea. I'm going to say this is 1930. All right. You don't see that many women in bathing caps anymore, huh? It's not a common thing you see these days. We should bring them back. I can't wear a bathing cap because I think it would be a jump scare. If I took off my bathing cap and then I was bald underneath, I think people would be like, ah! Well, I don't know. This is like pre-1960. I feel comfortable saying that it's pre-1960. I don't know when, though, because it gets like a little spicy in the early 20th century. Give me like a 1952. It's 1923. Let's say this is probably 19... Well, no. Don't be an idiot. You'd have to be an idiot to pick 1917. Because it's a color photo and look at the cars. But for a second, I was like, it's definitely 1917. I feel like this could be early 70s in the USSR. Oh, okay. Absolutely horrible performance overall. Fuck you. This is not a house. This is like a university building or like a library or something. This is where like the president of a Ivy League school lives on campus, or it's a bank or something. Yeah. Courthouse. Like, I don't know what this is. This is a $5 million house or more. No, never mind. Never mind. It's in Ohio. Shaker Heights, Ohio, suburb of Cleveland. This isn't even the house. This is like a guest house on the back. They got their own tennis court. They got their own swimming pool with the cabanas dripped, and it's still under $5 million. I'm just going to say, if you're this rich, why is your ass living in Ohio? Unless you're, like, is this owned by LeBron James, perhaps? Or it doesn't make sense to me. Unless you're like the governor of Ohio or something. Mayor of Ohio. You're right, it's probably Dave Chappelle's house. Built in 1925. They got the fucking $5,000 Herman Miller chair. Dog, come on. I want that. You're the 2.45 milli for that one. Oh, your house a legend. See, this one is a trick question. Because this is not outdoors. This is inside. So how am I supposed to know? Like, I have no idea. I would be inclined to say, my guess is this is art, which tells me that it's probably in Paris, and the dude is wearing Supreme Season 4. So this might be like 2019. I'm going to say this is 19... It's a little crazy. I'm going to say, I think 1962 is good, honestly. It was 1920. Fair enough. I don't know. It's just the clothes, man. Monet was alive in 1920? I thought that fucker lived in like the 1710s. Same? Like, I knew Picasso lived in the 21st century, but Monet? Next you're going to tell me like Leonardo da Vinci died in 1978 or something like that. Sorry, the 20th century, not the 21st century. Wasn't Monet the one painting the fucking, like a bowl of fruit or something like that? People were pogging off in like 1907 for bowl of fruit. You're killing me? I'm not saying my opinions on art should be taken as authority. I'm simply saying I don't know anything about art. He made Impressionism. Actually, Impressionism was made by Jim Carrey. You ever see Jim Carrey stand up before he got famous? Where his eyebrows go like, you know what I'm... I can't do it. See, that's why he's the master. Okay, this is weird. It's a van that says prisoner transport with the Iowa license plates. Original and famous Bud tent, established 1947. And then, I'll be honest with you, a ski lift that you would not catch my ass getting on. Oh, you puss. Did you see the video of that Six Flags roller coaster in North Carolina where every time the roller coaster went around the bend, the strut was going like, whoa, whoa, whoa. There's no chance, man. I'm not going on this. Because you know this shit is not being maintained as well as Six Flags. They're made to do that. Brother, there was a fucking like 12-inch crack in the strut. We're like one rib fest away from that thing going down and taking the entire train with it. Anyway, I think this is like Iowa. I'm going to say it's the capital of Iowa. Des Moines shower handle. And I'm going to say it's circa, to me, this looks like a 2017. How about that? 2022. Scenes from the Iowa State Fair, the largest state fair in the United States. Fair enough. It's just, again, there's nothing wrong with being ignorant as long as you're not confident in your ignorance. I am fairly aware of America's history in Vietnam. I'm not aware of the United Kingdom's participation in the Vietnam War. I feel like the logical take here is that this must be from the Vietnam War. It's very, hippie era coded. So I'm going to say that this is 71. But I don't know. Maybe they weren't involved in Vietnam. Vietnam War protesters. Okay. England also had a cultural revolution in the late 60s. I know, Paul McCartney grew out his hair. George Harrison started taking LSD. Ringo Starr upped his ale intake to 6 a day instead of 4. I've seen half of Get Back. Ringo Starr rolling up to the practice. Like, as it started, it's just him and Paul McCartney waiting for George Harrison to get out of bed. Ringo Starr's cracking a beer at like 7:15 a.m., sitting down on the damn drum kit. Hey, check this out. Like he's ripping it up. Paul McCartney's tortured. What could I have done? Where's John, man? What could I have done? George Harrison's showing up. Hey guys, I had a great idea for a song. It goes like this. Dung, dung, dung. And everyone's like, George, shut up. He's fine. I guess I'll leave the band then. This is the Parliament buildings in Ottawa. Bro, they were listed as Ottawa Blues Fest 2000, man. Holy, I was talking about this yesterday. Ottawa Blues Fest. Blues Fest obviously took place overlooking the Parliament buildings. I don't they're right there. I'm going to say we were probably near the National Arts Center then. And this is, I got to say it's 2000, baby. 2011, crowds at Ottawa Blues Fest. It's so funny. It doesn't look like the year 2000. There's a couple of things you could note. One is that's the Nunavut flag, which didn't become a province until 1999. Wait a minute. Hang on. Chat's saying it says 2001 here. Where? You got scammed? In the top left? Oh, it does say crowds at Ottawa Blues Fest 2001. Then it says 2011. I got scammed, man. Oh, I said 2011 because I'm stupid. But did I? No, I thought I said 2000. I said 2000. I didn't say 2011. What is going on, man? This is probably before the 1988 Olympics in Seoul. Maybe I'm the asshole for saying this, but why are none of the fuckers with the Olympic torch ever running? They're always like half walking. And I know you're like, it has to travel a long way, but they weren't carrying it the whole time. Like they have like a real athlete carry it for like, 1,000 kilometers. And then like the mayor of the city carries it for 100 meters. Like that's it. You do it then? I wouldn't mind. I could carry the Olympic torch for a 5K at least. I'm not going to take it much longer than that, but still. Running a 5K? Bro, okay, like this is like very streamer coded. 5K is not that hard. 5K is like, it's like a half-hour jog. That's a Matty Maggiacomo 30-minute Hamilton ride. It's like 7 songs. It's no big deal. I'm not saying I could take this shit and carry it for a half marathon. Just a 5K? How many 5K runs have you done? I don't know, like 200? I'm not trying to say it's nothing, because like, I know there's people that are probably on the treadmill right now doing couch to 5K and are like, oh, fuck. He's insulting me. But no, but like once you get there, you're fucking there. And you just run it. Then what do you do when you get it? You take a day off, then you run it tomorrow. And then you take a day off, then you run it tomorrow. Then you run it the next day, then you take a day off. You do like 4 a week or something like that. And then you start doing like a 5K on Monday, then you take Tuesday off, then you do like 9K on Wednesday, then you do like 5K on Thursday, then you take a day off, and then you do, then you try to get like then you, after a while, you like work it out a little bit, then you get like, you run 5K like 5 times a week, and then on Sundays, you go out for like a 2-hour long run or something like that. Can you run with your foot condition? Little bro, I would beat you in a race, easy mode. The only foot condition I have you should be worried about is how fast they're moving. I've done 5K in 25 minutes. 30 minutes is doable. What are you run-splaining here? 30 minutes is not doable. 30 minutes is, it's routine. It's not like you got to be in Olympic shape to do a 30-minute 5K. What are you, you've done it in 25 minutes? Okay, I've done it in 22 minutes. 25 minutes is doable on an off day. Why are you trying to little bro me here? I'm just wondering why this guy's not moving, and all of a sudden you're taking shots at me. 20 minutes, that's pretty fast. I mean, I'm not the best runner of all time. I'm the best cyclist of all time. If you did it in 20 minutes, that's very impressive. I had a coworker do it in 18. I mean, that's just, you gotta clap your hands for that. You got it spot on. An athlete carrying the Olympic torch. No disrespect. This guy is the treasurer of Seoul. He's not competing in the Olympics. It's nice to call him an athlete, but I want to avoid confusion. I'm not disrespecting him. I'm just this guy he has my hairline. He was not competing in the Olympic Games, okay? I'm not disrespecting him. He was competing in accounting. Final score 39,790. Motherfucker. I can't break 40,000, man. I don't think we're doing Jackbox today, man. I'm just looking at the Discord. It's like, Justin says like he might be down, but it might just be the two of us. Justin's playing Valo now. Then he is truly lost. Same with Apollo. Dude, I was loving watching Apollo play Valorant. His team was up 8-3. And like his teammate was flaming them. He was using some words that I would not use. Not Apollo, to be clear, but his random teammate. So then I typed in chat, Valo players when they're winning 8-3 be like, implying that even though they're 2x on their opponents, they're not happy. And then Apollo said, actually, we're doing pretty badly considering we started on defense and we have 3 Sentinels on our team. So even being up 8-3 is not that good because when we go to attack, we'll probably lose. And then I just typed again, Valo players when they're up 8-3 be like, and then I left. I'm sorry. Listen, I understand being brain jacked by a mind virus, okay? But like, I don't think I've ever tuned into like a Valorant stream and seen the person streaming it smile. Like when people are winning, they're content but serious, and when people are losing, they're like upset and flaming. And then whenever you like, oh, you're like, what do you want to play today? They're like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm playing Valorant. Like, what do you want? Why? Just get like a whiteboard and then write down your mood when you're playing Valorant on like on a calendar. 2, 3, 2, 4, 5, 2, 3. There's something about Counter-Strike that doesn't do that to me. I don't fully understand it. Justin does smile, but Justin's also like, he's like a crazy person in a good way. Like I think I don't believe Justin has ever flamed anybody in all chat in any video game since he's been like 11. I don't think I've ever seen Justin get heated. He's just naturally perspicacious. No, he's not perspicacious. Is he ebullient? Cheerful and full of energy. Yes. Ebullient. To be cheerful and full of energy. That I would say that Justin is endlessly ebullient. Is he recalcitrant? No. Well, I would say he's not. I would say he's recalcitrant in the sheets and compliant in the streets. Like, I think in the Discord, he's like, end the government, pure anarchy. But then, like, when his license expires, he's like, I gotta go to the DMV. And that's not even, I'm not saying he's a hypocrite. Rather, I'm suggesting, you know, you can have political opinions, but at some point you do also have to interface with the structures that the world is built around you for right now, at least. It's like, yeah, I would rather live in like an anarchist society, but at the same time, like I do need a license to drive my car. Some might say it's a little dishonest to name my stream Last Man Standing when I am A, not Tim Allen, and also basically the reason there's no Jackbox is because I forgot to ask yesterday. But it's marketing, dummy. He forgore. Why is that shit make me laugh every time? Me as a 19-year-old be like, wow, it is so true when Owen Wilson says, everyone knows General Custer died of the battle at Little Bighorn, but what this book presupposes is maybe he didn't. So true, delightful. Me at 34, I forgore, ain't no way. How's your Gorbachev spot doing? It's still there, but it's definitely like not that perceivable anymore. It doesn't hurt also. It's weird too to do this. You ever realize, like, if there was, so I'm sorry because this is very heteronormative, but if there was justice in society, women would on average be taller than men. Because I remember first year at university, I thought I was looking pretty good, but I always look at myself at my own height, right? Because I'm the height that I am. So I'm looking myself like in the eyes in the mirror. Then one day I had like a horrible realization that is like most of the girls that I see that I think are cute are actually seeing me from like here. So they're getting like the front-facing camera look of what you look like. That's not the most flattering image, you know what I mean? And then they're seeing up and I'm like a 19-year-old boy with nose hair and stuff like that. You could be going out thinking you look super fresh. Then you realize that the frame of reference for like the average person you're talking to is from 6 inches below your eye line. You got a double chin and jowls and stuff like that. Yeah, but they can't see the bald spot. It's true, they can't see the Gorbachev mark. Anyway, old movies. So these are going to be movies with old in the title. Old. This is like 2018. I'm going to put it here, leave us some space on the side. That's the beach that makes you old. Old Yeller. I'm going to say that this is older than arsenic and old lace. But I could be wrong. 40-year-old virgin. It's like 2005. It's just after Old School. I'm going to touch the Cheeto, and I'm going to bet on there being no 2004, because I want to crush these Cheetos. Grumpy Year Old Men. It's like 2 years after Grumpy Old Men. No Country for Old Men is like 2007. I mean, this is efficient placement, whether or not it's 100% right. Old Boy US. Pre-old. Mr. Old. I don't think this is real. I think maybe we got the first two mixed, but I've never been happier with the way that I placed blocks. We were so efficient with our space, it looks like the Vancouver skyline. Oh. Dads, considering how many we stacked, you gotta have a pair of brass ones to stack them like that. Oh, we could eliminate a lot of Cheetos here, depending on what they give us. Come on, fucking Miles Davis. Fucking Miles Davis. Neil Young after the gold rush, mid-1970s. Placed me down touching 2 Cheetos. Fiona Apple fetched the bolt cutters. 2019, maybe. Somewhere up there. Peppa Pig, my first album. I believe this received a 9.1, but it was slighted because they didn't give it Best New Music. Miles Davis, Kind of Blue, Old as Dirt. I'm going to settle for starting here and not blocking a trash. I'm going to play a little tactically here. Radiohead Kid A, year 2000. Let's give ourselves 20 years of space on both sides. It's going to be a little touchy in there, but I got confidence. Beatles Rubber Soul. This is in the 1960s. This is like a 65. I'll put it right there. A little scary, but we got space, so I feel confident. Fleetwood Mac Rumors, 1977. I'm going to say it's after the gold rush, but this is the first one that I'm a little twisted on. Kanye West, that's 2010. Split the difference between Kid A and Fetch the Bolt Cutters. Dr. Dre's The Chronic. This came out in the 1990s. Like early 1990s. They probably gave it a 2 when it came out and then a 10 on re-release. Purple Rain is like 1985, 1986. It looks scary, but I'm very confident. And this, I'm 100% confident we got perfect or 2 wrong. That's it. I could not feel more confident we're perfect or 2 off. One little hot swap in the middle. Oh! Ooh. That's one we desperately needed. That was the perfect time for that category to show up. This is also kind of doable. Bram Stoker's Dracula. This is like 1991. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there's going to be more recents than distant past. What We Do in the Shadows. That's going to be like a 2015 John. I'm going to give myself some space. I think this is fine. Do a double Cheeto straddle. Blade, 1997. I'm leaving some space for Interview with a Vampire. That's going to be directly post Bram Stoker's Dracula, I think. Twilight. Post 30 Days of Night, pre What We Do in the Shadows. Give me a straddle. The Lost Boys, 1980s. I think we do a double Cheeto, and then there's like only one left. And if it's like Nosferatu, we slot that son of a gun in at the far left. 13 going on 300. It's not real. Van Helsing, 2004. It's the scariest placement, but I think that it is pre 30 Days of Night. So I'm confident. I'm confident. Could be wrong, by the way, but I'm confident.
Let's inspect your work.
Oh! Ooh! Mr. Gorbachev, tear down those Cheetos. I can do some of this.
From oldest film,
I can do some of this.
newest film.
Shutter Island is like 2010. Give me the double Cheeto straddle. I maybe should have taken it a little bit more to the left. We'll see. The Departed is directly pre-Shutter Island. Goodfellas is like 1994. We're going to have Casino there, which is going to be spicy. We're going to have Gangs of New York. Mamma Mia is not a... It's not a Martin Scorsese movie. It's not a Martin Scorsese movie. Quick on the tabs. Quick on the tabs. That's going to be not the newest, because you got The Irishman, but it's in there. Taxi Driver is very close to the front. I'm going to leave myself a little space. 70s get a little convoluted for me. That's going to be the most recent until like December. That's going to go right here. And then we've got space for Casino in the middle, but we got to be real quick on the sticks. Raging Bull is going to be, I think it's like the 1980s. Morbius is not a Martin Scorsese film. Oh, keep tapping, keep tapping. Casino, 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 Casino me, Casino me. Oh, right here. I'm so lock it in. We're back. It's not gonna clear the board, but it's gonna get it moving. Oh, you thought you could kill me? Still pretty rough, but at least we got rid of that staircase. This I can do. I'm a fairly good judge of celebrities' ages. Selena died in the maybe 1990 as a young lady. She's probably born in the mid 1960s. I'm gonna put her right here. Olivia Rodrigo. Maybe I'm insane. I don't know these people, so I'm going to say she's younger than Billie Eilish. Taylor Swift is going to slot right into the pop star little fork we made here. No doubt about that. We're just going to wait for it. Britney Spears certainly is going to be older than Avril Lavigne by a few years. So I'm going to put her right here. I feel very confident that we're either perfect or Eilish and Rodrigo should flip. Fuck you. How old do you think Selena is? Who do you think Selena is? Everyone's saying, how could you say Taylor Swift is younger than Selena Gomez? I'm like, it's not Selena Gomez. It's Selena. Naughty words by first usage. Okay, impossible. Actually impossible. This seems like from the time of wizards. So pop it down right here. German ass swear word. Booty call. That's not a naughty word. Well, it's not a naughty word, but I'm sorry, it has to go in the trash. It's not a naughty word. This is like medieval England. Fricking. I feel like that was from like the 90s. There's no recorded frick before like 1993. Boobies. I guess it's a naughty word. I think this is like in the post Jagoff era. Hanky panky. That's definitely like the 30s or something. I don't know. I think they were all invented by Bob Eubanks on the Newlywed Game. Hanky panky, sexy, Jagoff, boobies, butthead fricking. That seems completely fair, quite frankly. At least we knew that nincompoop was from the time of Merlin. Booty call. World's largest rubber duck. I believe that this is somewhat large. World's largest tiny violin. I'd have to say, for me personally, we're going to slot that one in at relatively tiny. World's largest kiwi slice. Smaller than the violin. World's largest boxing kangaroo. You're right, there is trash. I forgot about the trash. World's largest boxing kangaroo, probably going to go in the trash. World's largest boot. Definitely going to be bigger than a duck. This would be in like Bootington in Durham County, United Kingdom. Famous for having the boot factory that got turned into a Sainsbury's. I believe that the Argentinosaurus is probably bigger than the world's largest boot. I can only touch one Cheeto, though. That's not true. I can touch 2 Cheetos. World's largest Canadian nickel on a Sudbury Saturday night. I'm going to say it's bigger than the duck. I wanted to say smaller than the boot. Okay, that's a problem. World's largest filing cabinet. No one would ever want to make a huge filing cabinet, so let's pop it down right there. World's largest functional teapot. Okay, it's over. You're right. When I said it wasn't over, it's over. World's largest bowler hat. Certainly smaller than the boot. I don't even need to entertain the argument on that one. Yeah, world's largest fool me. I get it. 50-foot kiwi slice? How is such a thing even possible? If it's made out of like synthetic materials, that's not a kiwi slice, okay? Oldest site to newest site.
Oldest site?
You can salvage this?
Newest site.
Well, there's going to be there's going to be websites and then there's going to be apps. So an app goes to the right. Match.com, old is dirt. The League. It's a television program. I don't think this is real. Can I say something that might people may disagree with? Hinge, I feel like, has got to be amongst the newest. I think it makes sense why farmers would want their own dating website. Because, like, to be a farmer, you want a specific kind of spouse. And to be a farmer's spouse, you want a specific kind of spouse. Like, I don't think you want to, like, meet someone on, like, on Match.com and then be like, guess what? I'm a farmer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to know what you're getting into. 0? No from all 4? The League is real, apparently. The League is for hot people only. Oh, okay. It's one of 2 reasons I've never heard of it. Please play a real game. Oh, apparently, like, using your entire brain is not a real game. A real game is just when something comes on the screen, you go, boop, boop, boop. Not all games are like that. Every fucking game is like that. You're in Mario, you see a block, the block might as well say A button. Play League of Legends, you see a dude on low HP, might as well say Q button. You know what? Every single game is like that. This game requires some intelligence, okay? Zumba, I'm saying that's mid-2000s. Put me right there. Peloton, post-Soul Cycle, for sure. It's not a fad, though. A lot of people would be a little offended if you called it a fad.
That's all the blocks. To the scoreboard.
See, when you have a solution that works for you, the Peloton, you don't need to know all the other ones. That's the thing. That's why I'm ignorant to all these. Their market cap says otherwise. Yeah, I'm thinking about trying Peloton to get fit, but I'm a little worried about the market cap of the company. Can somebody assure me I won't start exercising and then just have the rug pulled out from under me if they go out of business? Butts in pop culture. Now this I can do. Original Terminator, 1980. I'm going to say that that is a mid-early ranking butt. Charlton Heston, Planet of the Apes, 1966. That's going to be a pretty early butt, but you never know. We might have like, I don't know, like the Venus de Milo. SpongeBob Rip Pants episode. I'm going to assume that that's late 2000s. I'm going to slot it in that perfect slot right there. Master Chief Halo TV series. It's like a 2018. I'm going to put that closer to latest butt. Kit Harington, Game of Thrones. First butt sight in Game of Thrones, probably around 2016. Put it right here. Sir Mix-a-Lot's Baby Got Back. Certainly between Terminator and Braveheart. I'm concerned about Coppertone, and I'm concerned about Jon Snow's butt, but I think we did okay. Oh! Which one of you motherfuckers said Baby Got Back came out before the fucking Terminator? You know nothing, Jon Snow. You don't know, don't recite the old words to me, which I was kind of there when they were written a little bit. By the way, I've been doing Emma Lovewell's 20-minute Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Core exercises. Boy Street. I want to say this is fake, but I want to say this is British. British bands all be like, oh, you have a pen pal in England? They always be like, what's your favorite Boy Street song? You're like, what the fuck? Anyway, it has 2 BTS songs in it. I've never really, I want to say, like, critically listened to BTS. They've been on occasion. Those motherfuckers can sing, man. Permission to Dance? It's kind of a bop, man.
Best fast food burgers, as ranked by Jackbox staff.
Oh, as ranked by Jackbox staff. Okay, okay.
Extremely delicious.
I think I have my finger on the pulse of what the internet thinks is a delicious hamburger. Cheeseburger from Five Guys. I don't even really like it that much, but I think this is going to be really close to the top. Quarter Pounder. I think that I enjoy McDonald's more than Burger King, but I feel like nobody talks about McDonald's burgers. They talk about everything else. Burger King, they only talk about burgers. They don't talk about anything else. I'm going to go ahead and say that the double-double from In-N-Out is going to be below Five Guys. I wish I was below Five Guys. Shack Burger. I'm adding in my own personal bias here. I think the Shack Burger it's maybe my favorite fast food burger. Note to editors, I don't eat a lot of fast food burgers. Stuffed crust burger, not real in my opinion. In fact, I would say the only fast food burger I really eat is probably the Shack Burger. So maybe my sample's not great, but the Baconator from Wendy's, I feel like this is going to be, I'm gonna slot it for structural reasons. I think it's gonna be one better than the Whopper, but I feel like these devs live in Chicago. As a result, they will not put a fast food chain like Wendy's higher than a cool chain restaurant. All right. Hey, you know what? Hey, let me say. Shack Burger #1. Okay. Now, it was not the place you want the streak, but I agree with their ranking of the Shack Burger, at least. Shack Burger #1 can't be real. Shack Burger is delicious, man. The only complaint anybody is 1995. Only complaint anybody has about Shake Shack is they're always like, oh, the burger is $9. Yeah, because it deserves to be 15. It could be worse, by the way. It could be Subway, where a kickin' chicken is 18 bucks, and it tastes like detritus. I went to r/Subway last night. The entire post-OxyClean, the entire r/Subway discussion for the last month has been like, why is this restaurant so expensive now? Also, Subway workers complaining that regulars come into their restaurant, and because they changed the menu, they now post Bowflex. The regulars come into the restaurant and now get confused because of the new menu, and as a result, they don't go back to the restaurant anymore. So the new signature series is bringing nobody in, and it's alienating the few consumers they still had. Is it over for me? Did you see the tweet that was like Google Translate, and the translated phrase was, my friend cut my penis off, and they translated it to Dutch, and it's like, mein Freund snaf mein penis af.
Lost.
Sorry.
Scary.
My friends need me my penis off? Now this one hurts. I'm gonna place it at the edge so that it doesn't break my streak. And then maybe if we get a streak, it'll just fall directly into the trash.
The blocks are locked. Did you come out on top?
Did you know if you rearrange the letters in Mila Kunis, you can spell Mila Snooky? Oh, I'm a genius!
Want a new prompt?
Oh.
Got it.
New tech!
Roman numerals. From 1 to 1000.
Clip it, clip it. The boys aren't gonna believe me. Clip it. Z. That's not real. That motherfucker at the back of the alphabet is not real. I don't think that's real. That looks like the shit you see before you see a Looney Tunes. I don't think that's real. I'm sorry. CD is also not real. That's definitely real. She's a singer. I'll put that right there. That's gonna go here. I cannot block the trash because 90% of them are trash. That's gonna go here. So we're at least gonna break one Cheeto. I'm pretty excited about that. That's not real.
What's your score?
New goal, survive until 2. Oy. It's something, man. That's all I can say. And they're not gonna place the fake Cheetos in a place that could kill me. Yeah, dude, they're filling gaps. New tech yet again. We broke a reasonable number of Cheetos. We're playing survival ball. Can we do a Born to Fly watch along? Hang on. Probably not, by the way. Born to Fly movie. Is it a movie? It follows the story of Lee Maverick Ming, a talented but reckless fighter pilot who is selected to attend the Chinese Air Force's elite Born to Fly Academy. It's Chinese Top Gun. It's just Top Gun. Great movie. Really helps to get drawn into the story. In order to remain spoiler-free. Who wrote this review, man? 10 out of 10. The story very closely follows the template of the hero's journey with a few twists that would not be part of a Western movie. I guarantee this motherfucker's from Ohio. There's zero way that is... Anyone wrote that without living in the Midwest. In order to remain spoiler-free, I will not go into further details. There's enough humor to make it feel real. There's also sad scenes to bring home the serious nature of the work and how dangerous it is. In short, a very enjoyable movie. This is a ChatGPT-ass review. The movie has humor, action, and even some sad scenes. You would never catch an American movie having stuff like that. I love that. Bear Taffy said, password game asked me to solve the chessboard and I noped the F out of there. Brother, you got out when the Geddon was good. There's like 29 more rules after that. That's still in the first 10% of a password game run. He also asked his chat to give him the answer for chess, and they couldn't do it. You don't need to be good at chess. You just need to have you just need to have someone who's good at puzzles, because like literally the chess solution is always like a 600 or 700 level puzzle. You basically just look for a check. Dan was able to do it. That's what I'm saying. Weekend plans? Not really. I'm not saying we're not going to do anything, but I'm enjoying being planless because we had so much stuff to do with the moving over the past like week and a half. We still got stuff to do, but it's kind of reliant on my desk and my wife's desk showing up. It's kind of nice to have some more time off. Maybe get like a picnic or something like that. What do you think, Kate? Get a little picnic in? If you say no, I'd still take our daughter out for a little picnic or something like that. We'll figure it out. You gonna sue your movers? Maybe. We're in a bit of a holding pattern. They did irreparable damage to a few planks of hardwood. And here's where it gets tricky. So the damage to the hardwood is only to like 6 planks or something like that. But apparently, I don't know if any contractors are watching this. Apparently, hardwood is a very tricky thing to replace. Like, you can't just fill it in with like liquid cement and then paint over it. You got to replace it with like essentially the same boards that it was composed of in the first place. And then it's very hard to source the boards because typically companies don't keep them on hand ad infinitum. They tend to run through the stock within a few years. So the only way to fix the floor is to essentially replace the entire floor, and the whole house is in the same type of wood. So basically, we got an invoice from a handyman. He told us all this, and we were like, okay, that makes sense. We got an invoice from the handyman, and it came out to be like fucking $22,000 or something like that. Then I just forwarded the invoice to the movers and said, so here's how much damage you did to our place. Now, did they do $22,000 worth of damage? That's where I think you need more qualified individuals. It would cost $22,000 to replace the damage they did, but that's also replacing like 98% of the boards that were undamaged. So I feel like that's where both parties would benefit from having counsel with some individuals who are perhaps more well-versed in the law. But that's really up for them to decide. Like, for me personally, the thing that's tricky is that, like, I don't think 3 damaged floorboards or like 6 damaged floorboards would normally warrant a replacing of the floor. However, damage was done to the floor, and the only way to fix it is to replace the floor. So at some point, material damage was done to the property. If we were ever going to replace the floors, it would have to happen, maybe fast. You know what I mean? That's it. It is like a floor of Theseus sort of thing. I'm just saying. Yeah, they got insurance. Whatever. I lit him up in the email too. I don't feel good about it. But I hit him with a line that, like, it felt really good to type. I said, we were very surprised that your movers had so much time getting the piano down the stairs without damaging our house, considering our previous movers got the piano up the stairs without damaging the house. So I basically said, weak ass, explain yourself. Make it make sense. I'm sure I don't need to draw you like a physics diagram that's harder to bring something up the stairs than down the stairs in this case. So we'll see what they said. They forwarded it to their customer service, and we'll take it from there. Going up is easier? Don't tell me you fucking lift a piano up the stairs, Michael Stipe. It actually is easier. You ever hear of gravity? Motherfucker be like, it's harder to do a shoulder press than to bring the weight back to your shoulder. Like, what are you talking about? You're right. I need a belt guy. I need a belt guy to be my expert witness. Hang on, let me see. This is not my wife's stream. I don't do an hour of just chatting about real stuff going on in our lives. I got to get out of here so I can eat some damn lunch. Hello. Are you ready to stream? Why? Because I I don't care about my own stuff. The stream is when I get to escape from my own stuff and live in the banter world. The rest of my life, I gotta live in the real world, where it's like, did you send that email yet? And I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta write an email, ruin someone's day. This is like the 5 hours that I get to. This is like when Ender in Ender's Game puts on the virtual reality headset, and he's just like, I'm cracked, I'm goated. Kate is live. All right, I will send you over there. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you on Monday. My guess is on Monday I will probably still be at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 hour later than normal. But starting on Tuesday, I could possibly be at 9 again, maybe if my desk has been delivered. But we'll have to see.
We back. Kate jump scares. I had to talk to Ryan about something. But let me just say Ryan's not happy about it. Ryan said, I'm gonna lose my mind. But hopefully he won't lose his mind. If all things go the way it should be, then everyone should be happy and no one's losing anyone's mind. It's not about the moving company. I asked about the moving company to Ryan, and then Ryan said they didn't really say anything yet. I did read his email, and the newly written email was much more angry. And I was happier that way. Because before, the first draft was like, hello, I know your job is hard, so I understand. But there's like some things happened and we're not happy, so may you please fix this, please? And I was like, no, you gotta sound more angry. To be fair, some people, they think like, why are you making Ryan to say this? My girlfriend does this too. I hate it when she's like all nice in front of them and she makes me to say all this bad stuff. I hate it. Excuse me, I was ready to light their ass up, and Ryan said, nah girl, pull back, let me take care of this. It was Ryan who stopped me, okay? When it comes to complaining and lighting things on fire, that's like, I do it, dude. I am the one who picks up the phone and call people. And I go, hello, I understand that your job is hard, but you have destroyed our wall. So I need you to fix the wall or pay the damage. And then people go like, holy shit, Kato's so toxic. You little freaking MFers, you don't even know a single shit about the situation and go like, Kate is so toxic, Kate is making Ryan to do all the bad stuff. Fuck you! You don't even know a jack shit and you're assuming all the situation and making me look like an ass? Fuck you, dude. Company, when they issue an invoice, this needs to be paid on receipt. Companies, when they're delivering your product, sorry, we're busy. It's true. That's what's happening. You basically, Ryan told you what's happening. But you see, I wasn't like, I'm angry, I'm gonna like burn your ass. But I was like, okay, I understand. And then it's like, here, let's like figure this out. Let's find the middle ground. And then I told Ryan what happened, and then Ryan was like, give me that email. Give me that guy's email. I'm gonna light his ass too. And I was like, no, you don't need to light his ass on fire. It's okay. And he's like, he better compensate. We are paying a lot of money, and like they're making us to do all the job. Like this is like BS. And I'm like, yeah, I understand. My ass rushing to the bank to get a bank order because the lady goes on a month-long vacation to Europe tomorrow. My ass unable to work because I don't have a desk. They have the desk, but they cannot deliver it. We don't have truck. Okay, rent the truck. Oh no. Don't read Ryan's message. He's angry right now. We don't have the staff. Okay, hire staff. What did we pay you for? It's true. It's very true. Ryan has rights to be right. He got rights to be angry. All I want to do, I'm so beyond angry anymore. All I want is just peace. I just want peace. I was at the peak anger when they destroyed the walls and the flooring. and then I contacted the handyman, and the handyman goes like, "Oh my gosh, who was this company that was doing the moving? Like they destroyed your wall, and the wall, like sure, like that looks bad, but it's not that bad. But the flooring, the hardwood flooring, like you got like freaked up." And I was like, "I know. Is it possible to get that fixed?" And he's like, "It's so cut deep, you actually have to get a replacement." But then the thing about the wooden floor is that they rotate, like the design and the color and like the whatever, like rotates every 2-3 years. So you basically have to replace your whole wooden floor in your entire place. And I was like, oh my gosh, can we not just get the wooden planks that got damaged? And he's like, no, it would just like stand out. It would just be like odd one out. It would look different. Like you don't want that. And I was like, frig, dude. And then I'm at the point, and then he invoiced me for like $22,928 or something like that. And I was like, frig, dude, I have never seen like this insane number. And then I'm like, well, forwarding that to the moving company. Right, I said, he said he's losing his mind. And then he's like, if the desks are too big and doesn't fit in the car, then he said he will lose his mind. And I said, it shouldn't be, just by like the measurement, it shouldn't like be too big. And then Ryan's like, I'm gonna die. But I mean, like, it makes sense to pick it up right now, because if we pick it up and I build it during the weekend, we can come back, move the desk, move the computers, and then on Monday we can stream from our new place. The reason why Ryan is angry is because we pay them to deliver and have the white glove service, meaning like they build the furniture for us and then they take the trash out. But then we're not getting any of that service. Like, we're actually gonna go pick up the desk for ourselves just because, like, we need the desk. They said that they could deliver the desk on Monday, but that means but then like their workers who make the desk won't be available.
Desks or one desk?
Two. But anyways, like, we're basically paying this separate furniture company to deliver and have it build it for us. And we told them from the get-go that like we need the desk ASAP, and that was like middle of June. And then but even though the desk has arrived at the warehouse, they don't have enough employees to deliver and build it for us. If we want them to build it for us, that's gonna be like the next Monday, which is the 17th of July. And that means like we have to commute until then. And that's like way too long. So I'm like, nah, like I would rather build it for myself. So I asked if they could just deliver. Cause like building a desk is not that hard. You just attach the legs and that's it. So I was like, well, can we just get that delivered? And then he said, you can. The next available delivery, just the delivery, would be the next Monday. So that would be the 10th, July 10th. And then I was like, okay, that's not too bad. But then I thought about it. If it gets delivered, and they said the delivery would be between 2 to 5 p.m., that means we still have to commute on Monday to work, right, to stream. And then once the desk is delivered, I have to, like, that means I won't be able to stream on Monday. Like, that means I cannot stream on Monday. I have to stay there, get the desk, and then build it. And then we have to move the computers, like especially Ryan's computer, over to the new place. And that all has to happen on like Monday night with the baby. Like, that's not gonna work, or it's just gonna be very stressful. So I asked Ryan nicely, politely, if he could actually go to the warehouse and pick up the desks, because theoretically it should fit in our car with like all the seats down. So I asked him if he could do that, and he was like, you sure? Are you like guarantee that the boxes will fit in the car? I'm like, I cannot guarantee, but by the like just going by the length, like it should be fine. Theoretically, it should be fine. And then Ryan was like, if it does, like if I drive all the way out there, if it doesn't fit in the car, I'm gonna lose my shit, is what Ryan said. And I'm just like, now I'm sweating bullets. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know now. Because I have not seen the desk. I know the measurement of the desk, but I haven't seen the box. You know what I mean? So, like, theoretically, it should fit, but I don't know about the size of the box. The shape rotation, ain't no way! He cannot rotate shapes! That shit doesn't fit in his mind! Oh, fuck. But, like, if it fit, and if he delivers, I can make that desk tonight, and then like tomorrow, like Saturday or Sunday, we can move our computer gear to the new house. Then on Monday, we can stream from the new place. I'm just like, I'm so scared, dude. May I say, like, I'm so scared I have not pooped today. I don't want Ryan to be angry. I don't want to create a situation where he gets angry. When he gets angry, then like he goes like, oh man, guess what, everybody? On Monday, my wife asked me to do this. Guess what? The box was so big, it didn't even fit like half of it in the car. Like, she's insane. And then 90% of chat goes like, haha, that's funny. Let's move on. But then 10% of the chat goes like, oh my gosh, your wife is insane. She's crazy. If she wants the desk for herself, why doesn't she go get it? Why does she make you do it? That's insane. That would, if my girlfriend ever does that, I will break up with her. And then chat just like, it just balls into like, it's time to divorce this crazy girl. And I'm just like, chat, like, please. Just like, just think before you type, buddy. So many of like the YouTube comments were like, oh my gosh, my girlfriend is just like Kate and I hate her, she's so annoying. And I was like, buddy, then why are you dating her? Like, oh, my girlfriend is just like Kate, she's so annoying, she's such a bitch. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? I don't mind you calling me bitch, but you're now calling your girlfriend bitch. I don't want a boyfriend who will call me a bitch online. Do I understand that online people don't like females? I get it. Online female voice so annoying. They got the high pitch, like blah 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 blah. Whatever, dude. I don't want to hear your voice either. To be fair, library, you were like, oh my gosh, don't worry, because like I delete any message that's mean. You like said that, buddy. You're like, oh, I make sure that the comment section is like not mean or whatever. Oh no, neither desk fits. The box is too tall to make it into the truck even. Each box. Oh no, Ryan's angry! So, to sum it up, what happened? Ryan was not able to get the discs, so probably no stream from me on Monday. But I cannot stream on Monday because I have to be at home to collect the furniture and I have to make the tables. So unfortunately I won't be able to stream on Monday. But Ryan should be able to stream on Monday. That wouldn't be a problem. Now I'm thinking maybe I can just move my computer maybe like tomorrow on Sunday or something like that to prepare for the tables on Monday. So once the tables are here or the desks are here on Monday, I can build it, I can set it up. So all I do is just miss out on Monday stream, and then on Tuesday I should be able to stream from my new house. So if anything, I will move the computer ahead of the time, so I would only miss out on Monday stream. But I mean, it is what it is. But it's not the end of the day, that's for sure.
You get a badge in the chat to identify ya. You're my subscribers. Thanks for 72 months. Thank you for the gift subs. Thank you for the bits. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the tips. Come over to my place, baby, you're a wreck. That's an original.